Hello, my friend. Let's make another program to calculate the salary slip. So, in this program, what we need to do, we will ask the employee's name, that what is employee's name, and the salary of the employee. And then what we are going to do, we will write the code which will calculate the tax. So, what we are going to do, that we will calculate the 21% tax on the salary. Whatever the salary is, we will calculate the 21% of the salary, which will become the tax, and then we have to calculate the net salary. So what will be the net salary? Net salary will be salary, whatever his salary is, and minus tax, which is 21% of that salary which that employees has. So let's make the program. So what we need to do first, we need to ask for the name of the employee. So we will use input because we know that input will ask the data from the user. We will display a message, employee's name, and on the next line we will ask for the salary, input, and we will display a message here. So the user will enter the name of the employee, the salary of the employee. They will be stored in the name variable and salary variable, and then we will calculate the tax. So how much is the tax and how the tax can be calculated? Often that is not our job. We are the Python developers. We will be writing the code. So the accountants or the finance people will give us that formulas. We will be creating the program for so many things in the world. We cannot know all the things, all the formulas. So whenever you're writing a code for something, the people have to provide you the formulas or the technique how to do the calculations and all these things. So here we are going to take the salary. We know that the salary will be non-numeric because it came from, via input, and we know that input always take the non-numeric values. So we will first convert the salary into integer, then we will multiply that thing with 21 and divide it by 100. So that is how we calculate the 21% of the salary. Someone has given us that formula, so we do not have to worry about these formulas. Then we have to calculate the net salary. So net salary is equal to, again we have to subtract it from the salary, and we know that salary is non-numeric. So we will have to convert that salary into numeric and then minus tax. And then it will calculate the net salary, and then we are going to print that information on the screen. So employee's name. So where is the employee name? It is stored in the variable name. Then we have to print the tax. Tax calculated is, the message can be anything, and then at the end we will write print net salary is, and that is calculated and displayed in net. So now my friends, when we run this program, what it will do, it will ask for the name. Let's run the code, and it will ask for the name. So for example, James. Press enter, and the salary is, for example, 1000. There is an error, so sorry, I made a mistake here. The variable name is net salary, not net. James. Now my friends, when we enter, it is asking us the name. We entered James. So what it will do, it will store it in the name variable. Then it asks us for the name, for the salary. Then we entered salary 1000. That will be stored in the salary variable. Salary is 1000. Now it will come here. So we need to calculate the tax, and the tax is salary multiply by 21 divided by 100. But we know that the value in the salary is non-numeric because input took that value and stored it in the salary. So here first we need to convert that thing into integer. then multiply it with 21, and whatever the result is, store it in the text. So it will create a text variable and it will store 210 there, and then it will calculate the it has to calculate the net salary, so it will pick up the value of the salary. But again, my friend, salary is still non-numeric, so what it will do, it will convert that thing into numeric and then subtract the tax. Tax is numeric, so we do not have to convert that thing into integer. So it will subtract the value and the result is 790, so it will store it in the net salary variable. And in the net salary, it will store 790. So now this line will execute. It will display the name of the employee and the name of the employee. Whatever user has entered, it will go and it will be stored in the name. So now we are printing it from the name. Then it printed the tax calculated from there, and then it calculated the net salary, which was calculated and stored in the net salary. It was displayed here. Now, my friends, there are a few things here which we need to understand. If you look at this code, so here we are converting the salary into integer because we need to do the mathematical calculation, and here we are again converting using int to convert that thing into integer because we have to use that thing in the mathematical calculation. Now, my friends, so wherever in the program we are using salary, every time we have to convert that thing into integer because input took that value and store it in the salary, which will always be non-numeric. So now, my friends, what we should do, that input will take a value, some message. So what input will do, input will ask the user to enter the value. User will enter something, for example 700, and this input we want to store it in the salary variable because we know that input will always take the value as non-numeric. So in the salary, whatever this thing is returning, it will go and it will be stored in the salary. So now what we want to do, that the input should take the value 700. So for example, this is 700, and before going and storing it into the variable salary, before storing it here, what we want to do, we want to convert that thing into integer. So whenever the user enters the value, that value will go and will be stored in the salary. But before storing it in the salary, we want to convert that thing into integer. So when it is converted into integer, in the salary, it will store 700. But now this 700 will be numeric. And we do not have to convert that thing everywhere in our code into integer. So what we can do in that case, what we have to do, we have to enclose this whole thing into int. So now what will happen, that the things which are inside the bracket will execute first. So this input will execute first. It will ask the value from the user. So for example, user has entered 900. So it will take 900, whatever the value is, and then it will pass through the int. So this outer int will convert the value which input took, and it will be converted into numeric, and then it will store it in the salary variable. So now inside the salary variable, this 900 is integer 900 because we enclosed all that thing into int. So now we do not have to do this conversion everywhere in our code because this 900 is integer. So let's do that thing. So what we are going to do here, we will enclose this whole input into int. So now what will happen, that this input will take a value from the user. So for example, user has entered 1000, and then it will be passed to int. Int will convert it into integer, and in the salary, it will store 1000, the same value, but this is now integer value. So in this situation now, what we need to do, we do not need to convert that thing into int everywhere because this salary is now integer. Let's run the code. James and 1000. So all done. So my friends, what we have done here, we used int here. So we took the value and converted that into integer and stored that thing in salary. So now this salary will always contain a numeric value. So you do not have to convert that thing into integer in your calculations.